Chiwenga faces brutal attack from civilians, unprecedented chaos erupts in Zimbabwe. In an event that has sent shockwaves across the political corridors of Zimbabwe, Vice President Constantino Chiwenga has become the unexpected center of a dramatic and hostile public confrontation. What began as a seemingly routine public appearance turned into a scene of confusion and fury as angry civilians confronted the powerful vice president with force and frustration, signaling a growing tide of dissatisfaction within the nation. Before we go deeper into this gripping story, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any breaking stories, dramatic twists, and real-time updates from Zimbabwe and beyond. We bring you the real, raw, and riveting side of the news, every single time. The incident unfolded during what was meant to be a low-key address by Vice President Chiwenga in a densely populated urban suburb just outside of Harare. Eyewitnesses describe a tense atmosphere, with large crowds gathering as word quickly spread about his arrival. As Chiwenga stepped out of his armored convoy, the mood shifted almost instantly. Cheers turned to jeers, and within minutes, chaos erupted. Videos circulating on social media captured the vice president being heckled, pushed, and nearly surrounded by a group of furious citizens who were chanting slogans and demanding answers to long-standing grievances. These included soaring inflation, alleged corruption, power shortages, and deteriorating public services that have left many Zimbabweans disillusioned with the country's leadership. Security forces, caught off guard by the intensity of the reaction, struggled to contain the crowd. Unconfirmed reports suggest that a few civilians managed to break through the security cordon, causing what some sources have described as a brutal confrontation. While no official statement has been released detailing the injuries or outcomes, multiple sources confirm that the vice president was safely escorted away after a heated standoff that lasted nearly 10 minutes. This event marks a major turning point in public sentiment, especially considering Chiwenga's history as a revered military figure and his pivotal role in the 2017 ousting of former President Robert Mugabe. Once viewed as a national protector, Chiwenga now appears to be facing the wrath of the very people he once vowed to defend. Political analysts say this moment could represent a symbolic crack in the iron grip of ZANU-PF leadership, with citizens demonstrating growing boldness in expressing their discontent openly and physically. One Harare-based commentator remarked, "This isn't just about Chiwenga. This is about a system that's failing. People are desperate, and desperation breeds confrontation. The government, on the other hand, is trying to maintain calm." An official statement is expected soon, though insiders suggest there may be attempts to downplay the incident to prevent further unrest. However, with cell phone footage already going viral, controlling the narrative may prove to be impossible. Meanwhile, sources close to the vice president's office claim that extra security protocols are being put in place for future appearances, and meetings with civilians may now be heavily restricted. This reaction only raises more questions about the transparency and accessibility of Zimbabwe's leadership. As tensions simmer, one thing remains clear: the people of Zimbabwe are no longer afraid to voice their frustrations, even if that means confronting the highest powers in the land. Whether this was an isolated act of anger or the beginning of a new wave of public resistance, only time will tell. Before we wrap up, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are your #1 source for unfiltered, fast-breaking, and powerful stories from Zimbabwe and the continent at large. Stay with us as we continue to follow this story, uncover exclusive reactions, and bring you every twist as it unfolds. The drama surrounding Vice President Chiwenga's public backlash may just be the tip of the iceberg in what could become a significant chapter in Zimbabwe's political history. Until next time, stay informed, stay alert, and above all, stay tuned.